Hey guys, welcome back to Heiko Shaves. As you can see, I really need to shave. I actually haven't shaved in, I want to say, a little over a week. Yeah, a little over a week. Was running a cold, had really chapped lips, all that other stuff, and just left it like this. Even worked like this for a week. Anyways, what I want to try out today is if a Mühle R41, and I gotta say, Mühle R41, there are many different versions or revisions of this razor. This is just the one I have. I have no idea what iteration this one here is or how aggressive it is compared to other Mühle R41s. This is the only one I have. But with this one and a really sharp blade, we are going to try to shave all this off in one shave without having to use a trimmer. So this is, yeah, I want to say 9 days. So it's getting into the beard territory where it gets soft, you know. So we're gonna get rid of this, and in the process of shaving, we're gonna use a few products. I'm gonna use the Ice Tube by PAA, and then we're gonna use Razor Emporium's Heritage combined with the matching aftershave balm and the matching aftershave. Really nice products, nice package. You can buy at Razor Emporium, and they're actually, considering the size of this soap and the, I don't even know how much is in here, 4 ounces, 114 grams. This is quite a large amount of soap. And then obviously a full bottle of aftershave balm and aftershave in a pack. I think they are somewhere around $40. So overall, I want to say that's really well priced. I don't want to call it inexpensive, but definitely good value. And this product works for my skin at least perfectly. And then we're going to use a brush that I haven't used in a long while, DS Cosmetics with a barber pole. I had this same brush once before. You know, in the beginning, I was still young and dumb. I was kind of trying to shake out the water out of the bristles, let go of it, and it hit the tile floor, and then a chunk of the handle broke off. So had to buy it again. And then we're going to use my little inexpensive $11 shave bowl from Amazon. I will put some links for you guys down below. All right, so Mühle R41. I was contemplating to use a once used blade, but I really wanted a feather blade, and I just didn't have one hanging on my magnet there. And now I have to, you guys have seen this before. This is my blade collection, which is vast, but sometimes really hard to find a razor blade in here, the one that I want. So I always have to dig through the drawer. And I also have those massive packages here. Oh, here's feather. Here's feather, not open though. Let's see if I should be more organized with this razor blade here. You guys just give me a second. I want to have a feather blade. I want to do feather in a what did I just say? Mühle R41. There are so many brands and blades and such. And yeah, if we don't find an open package of feather, we're just gonna open one, right? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, feather blades are known in the shaving world as, oh, here's an open package. Yay, I knew it. Feather, high stainless, new. Oh, upside down, here we go. So yeah, anyways, they are considered to be one of the sharpest blades out there, and I can agree with that. There are other blades that get close to this. Some of my favorites, Wilkinson Sword, made in Germany. The Persona Super, made in the US. Gillette Silver Blue. They used to be made in St. Petersburg, Russia. I don't know, Gillette, I think they moved out of Russia. Not 100% sure on that, if they are still made or not. Anyways, what else do we have that I'm really impressed by? Yeah, I think that is about it. Yeah, feather blades, definitely. If I want a sharp blade, that's the go-to, or one of my go-tos. So typical 3-piece arrangement here. You know, the Mühle R41 has been in existence for a long time. Has been on every shaving YouTube channel, and is always the one that everyone is scared of. But as you guys recently noticed, I've always gone to the highest setting on each razor that we use. We just recently did a review, or a revisit, I should say, feather blade. A revisit of the Rockwell 6S, and that we shaved with the number 6 plate. Then we did the Rockwell T2 and we shaved at setting 6. And now we have a Mühle R41. There is a little bit of the blade tab sticking out, just a little bit, just enough to get hung up on. Looks, yeah, looks nice. All right, so I have water in my sink, but I think my sink drain is leaking and that kind of bothers me, but I haven't done anything about it. So let's get skin wet. With this amount of stubble in my face, I for sure want to use some pre-shave. So we're just going to grab this Ice Tube 2.0 Tech by PAA Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. I have another one, it's the Tube 2.0. That's the one that has charcoal in it. Supposedly has some exfoliating effect. They are both heavily mentholated and I like that. So rub this in, kind of like a deodorant stick, really easy. And I can already feel the menthol in my eyeballs. Where did I just put the cap? Oh, here, clear cap. It was kind of blending in with the countertop. And then we're gonna grab a little bit more water and just rub it in, and it actually lathers or it foams up. Some of my friends, they were trying to convince me to keep a beard, but you know, you can't really have a shave channel with a full beard. So I'm gonna shave this off and be done with it. And then we're gonna be back to regular shave programming. ShaveNation.com, little scooper, scoop a little bit out of this relatively, it's kind of medium hardness, a little bit. And then push it to the bottom of my shave bowl here. It's like putty consistency. And then throw my spoon in the bottom of my sink so the rest can soften up. DS Cosmetics. Someone has asked me if this little $12 shave bowl has a rough surface because that could wear off the bristles of a shave brush. I guess if you shave every single day and you only have one shave brush, you probably would see some effect after a little while. But shave brushes, I don't think, I mean, a razor that could be made in a way that it is for life, that you really only need one razor for a lifetime. But a shave brush, either you have to drill it out and put a new knot in there, or you just, you know, every 2-3 years you buy yourself another brush and either keep the old one and still use it or get rid of it. I think they are more of a, you know, I don't want to call it disposable. Not disposable in a sense that, you know, you couldn't long-term use the same brush, but eventually bristles will break off and eventually maybe the glue that holds the knot together will loosen up and then the knot will fall apart. That just can happen. And you will probably from a rough surface shave bowl get eventually some wear on the bristle tips, but it's nothing that I would worry about it. If my knot just starts falling apart and I feel strongly about it keeping the handle, I will drill it out and then glue a new one in there with epoxy. But yeah, I'm not so worried about it. And it's, you know, we're not spending, this is a $25 shave brush. If that gets 10 years of use and then starts falling apart, I think then it has served its purpose and then we can move on in life and get a new one. But your mileage may vary. Maybe you have some really vintage shave brush handles that you want to keep. Then obviously you can drill it out. This here is DS Cosmetics of AliExpress, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. All right, let's add a little bit more water to this here. We're building a good lather. We want to make sure it's nicely hydrated. And then since my skin probably has now dried up a little bit, I'm just gonna hydrate the pre-shave one more time. That's good enough. And now we're gonna go right into my face. So I'm always unloading a little bit or else I'm just gonna sling this all over the place. Synthetic knot. So no pre-soaking was necessary. As you can see, it's relatively floppy. It doesn't have much backbone, but it's one of the first brushes I bought here on the channel. I still like it. And man, does this Heritage from Razor Emporium smell good. Ah, I love it. This is literally, it's like this vintage, retro, clean barbershop. Ah, very nice, very nice. I really like it. I don't use it every day. I kind of keep it for special occasions. And when I then use it, I'm just, you know, falling in love with this stuff all over again. Just because it smells so good. So I think we got this all well covered. So now we're gonna take this very scary razor, the Mühle R41, and we're gonna try to shave off 9 days. As you can tell, the sides here are not super densely growing. That's just how my beard is, but I do have a really dense goatee. So we'll see. All right, feather blade, Mühle R41 with a grain here. Yeah, it's bladey, but there is not even a little bit of tugging with that blade. You definitely want to keep the pressure under control when you use a Mühle R41, or else you might bleed. All right, let's zoom in a little bit for you guys. And I know there are a bunch of guys that shave with the Mühle R41 daily. That's nothing special for them. I have worked up my way towards the more aggressive razors over the last few months. And I gotta say, it is not something I would go for every single day, just because it is a bladey and aggressive and kind of unforgiving razor. If you make a mistake, you're gonna cut yourself pretty good. See how much stuff it just cuts off. This is not in one stroke, obviously. If I would do one stroke, I would have a lot of tugging, because the razor blade just doesn't have the capacity to cut everything in one fell swoop. But if I do the short stroke kind of shaving technique, it actually gets it done. Oh, it is a little tuggy now. I had to stop speaking there for a second. This is, you know, last time I grew it out for like 5-6 days and then shaved it off. I had all kinds of grown in hair, so I want to be a little bit extra careful. But the Mühle R41 definitely lends itself for this. It gets the job done. Look at this. It just slices it off. And the blade really helps. Yeah, I don't think I could do just one straight slice. I would either pull on my stubbles too much or accidentally cut off a wrinkle or something. That's definitely some tugging here. There's just too much material at once, and I can't give it pressure or else I will slice off a piece of skin. But you can definitely get a beard off. If I would do a month, there's no way. Then you have to get a beard trimmer out and cut it down with an electric machine first to a reasonable length to get back to stubble length. All right, so I can already feel a little bit of some irritation here and here because there was just so much stuff to shave off. But hey, we're not gonna be scared off. We're just gonna lather up one more time, and we're gonna give it a across the grain. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day with the R41. As you can see, if you have 7-8 days, it will get the job done. And man, does this soap smell good. Oh, heavenly. Very, very nice. Did you guys see my my little matrix video? I'll put it up here or up there somewhere. If you haven't seen it, it shows the outside of my bathroom, if you guys are interested. All right, here we go. Across the grain. Yeah, it works. It works. You just got to keep the pressure under control. I think that is one of the lessons that you have to learn when you start out in wet shaving with a safety razor. Once you get that under control, you can shave almost with any razor. I have to drive to company headquarters tomorrow for some annual aviation ground school class that every commercial pilot has to do. It's just sitting in a classroom talking about all kinds of operation related things and about the aircraft and all that stuff. But yeah, sitting in a classroom is not my favorite thing to do. Yeah, down here on the neck, I initially did against the grain, and now you just saw me do with the grain. So I usually attack the upper section here with the grain and then across to get it nice and clean. And down here it gets against the grain and then with the grain at the end. And now we can do a quick little inspection. Maybe we do a pickup pass. There's definitely a little bit left here. Upper lip is clean. Rest of the face is clean. We're just going to do a quick little pickup down here. The water in the sink looks really disgusting. A lot of stubble material. Very good. And yeah, that's really good. Very good clean result with like 2.5 passes. So let's rinse off. Very good, very good, very good. The soap is amazing. Lots. Oh, you know what, guys? I did it again. I wanted to, just for the sake of pleasing you guys, use some alum. We're gonna do that. So there's gonna be 2 rinses today. So get the alum block wet as well. Yeah, a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, nothing on my upper lip, even though I thought I nicked myself here, but no, not too bad. A little bit irritated around here, but yeah, overall, you can't complain about this result with a non-aggressive razor. And really from the feel of things, this is one of my most aggressive razors. So on Heiko's 1 through 5 scale, I would definitely put this at a 4.5 to 5. So pretty high, but you can't complain. All right, rinse off again. Yeah, and it tastes terrible. Oh. Yeah, skin is not too unhappy. Now we're gonna go and do the aftershave. As you can see, there's some separation between the oily parts and the watery parts. They don't put emulsifiers in there, which I appreciate. I can always just shake it up a little bit and then get it out of the bottle into my hand. Just a little puddle here. See it? And now we're gonna put that on. And I've noticed every time I use alum first and then use an alcohol-based aftershave, it really doesn't give me the burn anymore. And this one here actually contains alcohol, witch hazel, glycerin, and alum, some essential oils and fragrance. So this is a really good product. Short ingredient list as I like it. This stuff here, the aftershave balm, is so thick. It's again witch hazel, alcohol, water, sweet almond oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, wax, alum, germyle, which is a preservative, essential oils, and fragrance. This stuff, even if I shake the bottle first, you can barely get it out of the bottle. It's more a cream. Yeah, it's, hello, you know? You have to kind of force it, and then usually you get a big blob. But man, is this stuff good. It's a very creamy aftershave balm. And again, it has really good ingredients. No unnecessary chemicals as far as I can tell. Of course, I don't know if they put everything on there, but I would assume so. You know, Razor Emporium is a reputable company. And man, does that feel good. You can feel the glycerin and the shea butter and all the oily substances here. That stuff really gives it this skincare after the fact, you know? So I really like the combo. That's why I bought the pack of soap, aftershave, and aftershave balm. So now I don't have to put any kind of cream on or do anything extra. This is so good. And yeah, feather blade, as you guys know, and the R41. So this is definitely for someone who likes the more aggressive razors. I do, but maybe this is just a smidge too much for daily for me. But I can totally understand why some people want this and are used to it. If you use this every single day, you know, one of my go-tos that I haven't gone to in a while is my Razor Rock Lupo 90 open comb, something like that. Man, the names are way too long. So I think it's a 90, is it? Lupo 95 open comb, yeah, stainless steel. That is also a relatively aggressive razor, but it's just a smidge more friendly than the R41 here. But man, yeah, worked out. I'm not bleeding. I didn't cut off any appendages or my nose or my lips. So I hope you guys like the revisiting of some of those razors that are parked over here. Get the cobwebs out of them and the dust off of them and reuse them. And man, do I like Heritage by Razor Emporium. They're not a channel sponsor, but I think they should be. That stuff is just amazing. They have so many different scents now. I bought a pack of those samples, all those little, let me show you if I can find it. I can open drawer. Where is it? Here. Those little sample packs, and I have a bunch of those still to go through that I haven't used yet. Man, but Heritage is good. Heritage is good. We'll find the other ones here one of these days. Old School and American Amber. And oh my goodness, are there so many good scents. Anyways, that's for another day. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for shaving with me. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave some suggestions, comments, complaints down in the comment section for me to read. I read all of them, as you guys know, and I usually comment or at least leave you a little thumbs up to whatever you have to say. Alrighty guys, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.